What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Three-man broadcast here. I'm your host, RT Snipe, and it is finally time for the second part of this Christmas Day NBA action. Now, like I said last time, I was hinting at the Warriors and Clippers, but I did say that was my first episode, one of my first episodes I've ever done for this NBA prediction series. So, the second game, and probably the better one out of the two between Warriors and Clippers, is the Cavaliers traveling to Miami to face the Heat. Good Lord Almighty. I think the top speculation in this game is how the fans in the arena will act. My personal prediction of this, just the fans, I would say if I was a fan for Miami, I would cheer for LeBron. Because I remember when the Heat went to Cleveland about 3 or 4 years ago, they started booing LeBron. But the Heat, I would say they should be calm, they should be cool, they should be respectful of LeBron James. Because LeBron James went to Miami, he did give him about 3 championships and 4 Eastern Conference. He did give him 3 rings. All the time they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, the Miami Heat should just clap and say, good job, LeBron. You're going back to Cleveland, doing what you're going to do. Hopefully you'll get them a ring. Thank you, LeBron, for these 4 years in Miami. Thank you. But you may not know, there might be some die-hard Miami Heat fans that's saying, oh, he could have stuck around for another year. He could have stuck around for another 2 years. He could have stuck around and won us another NBA championship, got off, and then went back to Cleveland. But no, he had to leave when we were in the finals. I mean, I think they said the last person. I think it was Bill Russell. I think it was Bill Russell. They said that him and LeBron James were the only 2 people to leave a team after they went to the finals. So Miami might be mad about that because they did go to the finals last year, and then LeBron James left. But Miami, you got to commend them props. Even when LeBron James left, Miami are still doing good. They're 7th seed in the conference. They are still 7th seed, and Cleveland is 5th. So you got to commend to Miami for being able to stick through with this Eastern Conference, even though LeBron James left. But like we all been saying these past few years in Miami, it hasn't been about LeBron James at all. You had Chris Bosh, you had Dwayne Wade, Udonis Haslem in the paint, you had Mario Chalmers. I think he's still in the club, or still in the Miami Heat unless he left. But he had all these great players, and that's what we're trying to see in Cleveland. Cleveland has all these great players, but Cleveland people can say that Cleveland's been underperforming considering how the roster is so stacked. I believe they're doing it just the way they feel like. Like I said, this NBA, like I said last week on the predictions, this NBA season is not a marathon. It's not a race. It's a marathon. You got to slow it down. You got to pick it up sometimes. And Cleveland are sort of in the middle. They're sort of, like I said, like the analogy I had last time. Thinking of it being like 60 miles per hour is the speed limit. Cleveland's going about 50. They're going a little bit slower than they need to be. But trust me, I believe that during the middle and probably during the middle end of the season, around that point, you'll see Cleveland start picking up and start getting some wins. But for now, they're sort of testing out the waters. I think like when you sort of first start and date somebody, you sort of like test the waters out. When you're trying to get a car, you get your first car, you sort of test out the waters. I think that's what Cleveland is trying to do right now. They're trying to test out the team. They're trying to see which player would do best with who, or which player would do best with what position, or what they would like to do on their team. I think they're sort of in that mix, Once they find that click, once they can find how this team goes and runs, you will definitely see them collecting a whole lot more wins. But Miami, they're traveling to Miami. The Miami fans should be grateful. I'm not really sure if they're going to. They should be grateful. But let's go with the matchups. The matchups are pretty much on point. Kevin Love, I believe, is going against Chris Bosh. Because he's a center/slash power forward. Kevin Love is sort of like a power forward, I guess. Something like that. But yeah, or Varejao versus Chris Bosh, maybe. Who knows? There's still going to be 2 great matchups either way between Chris Bosh and Varejao, or Chris Bosh and Kevin Love. You got to admit that. And then also you got LeBron James coming on. I really would like to see Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, talking in the center, just talking about their season. Hey, man, what's up? Like, hey. That'd be pretty cool to show them. But I really do believe this is going to be a breakout game for LeBron James. I really do. Because, I mean, he's going back to a place where he's played at for 4 years straight. He knows the court. Like, how some people, they know the court. Like, they know how to play that court. Like, they know which step to go to, which place to go to shoot. He's been in that arena for 4 years. He knows how to play in that arena. So expect LeBron James to have a huge game. And I'd probably say expect Dwayne Wade to have a huge game, because they're probably all going to show off in front of LeBron James saying, here's what you missed. Here's what you're missing in Miami. So expect Miami to show up, too. You're going to see them light it up, because they're gonna point LeBron James, see what you missing, LeBron. You shouldn't have went back to Cleveland, and Cleveland's gonna show off too. Everybody's gonna show off. It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be sick, and considering how and I said like LeBron James is gonna have a big, huge game. And also I want to talk about the other 2 games going on in the Christmas Day too while I'm at it. Why not? Let's talk about the Wizards and the Knicks. This should be an easy game. Wizards going to New York, but the Wizards are just too strong. They got Paul Pierce, who is just a classic person. Paul Pierce versus Carmelo Anthony. Anthony should be a sick game, but I do believe the Wizards will win this, probably by 10 or more, to be honest. And then also you got another game, the Lakers versus the Bulls. Nobody can never answer Derrick Rose's health. They always say how's his health, and people just can't answer. He's questionable every game. They have to keep a injury watch on Derrick Rose majority of the time. But also Lakers with Kobe Bryant. He did pass Michael Jordan about 2 weeks ago. I did say that. He did pass Kobe Bryant in the scores, or most points, whatever. So the Lakers are doing pretty good. The Lakers are all right. They're doing iffy. Let me see their record right here. Let me see. Lakers are doing iffy. They're 8-18. I think they're not the lowest in the game. They're at Utah, Minnesota are still low. But and I also forgot about this. How about the Southwest? I was going to bring this up too. The Southwest. Every single one of their teams is in playoff contention right now. You got Memphis, which is second. Houston is 4th seed. Dallas is 5th seed. San Antonio is 7th seed. New Orleans is 8th seed. That's insane. Every one of the teams in the Southwest, sub-conference is playoff contentible. So that's pretty sick too. But the Lakers and Bulls, I do believe that the Bulls will win just because of how good they are. They really are good in the paint. They're probably a whole lot better in the paint than the Lakers, I believe. And they also can shoot it from afar with Jimmy Butler and all that good stuff. But I do believe the Bulls will win, probably by like the same, and same with the Wizards and Knicks, probably by 10 or plus. But my prediction for the Cavaliers and Heat is that the Cavaliers will win. They have had a bad stunt or a bad stink in the West as of late. I don't know what the record is in the West for them. Excuse me, but they have been pretty bad out in the West for facing Western teams. But I do believe once they go back to Miami, I do believe LeBron James will have a huge game. I do believe that Dwayne Wade will also have a big game, but LeBron James will have a bigger game, to be honest. So I believe the Cavaliers will win, probably by like the same with my last episode, my last predictions for this day between the Thunders and Spurs, probably by 6 or 7 points. That's my prediction. My prediction is that the Cavaliers will win, traveling on the road to Miami against the Heat. So comment down below, like I said, on what your predictions are for the games of this week, of this whole week actually. Or you can talk about just Christmas games, to be honest. Or you can talk about the news in the league. You can talk about anything you want to down there. So comment down below. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you like any of our content on this channel, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. And I forgot in the first episode, but Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope all of y'all got what y'all wanted. Don't get the coal. Don't get any coal, you naughty children. But yeah, I hope all y'all got what y'all wanted this Christmas. And we only got one more thing for New Year's. And my goodness, New Year's is going to have a crazy college football experience. I'm definitely going to be watching that, including these 2 games, or including all the games probably for basketball during Christmas, and including the college football playoff series. That's going to be insane watching that too. But still, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. This has been your broadcast, and I'm signing off. See you guys later.